Hey, what's up, everybody? 3D Pathfinder here, Jason Johnston. I wanted to do a quick video on something I'm working on for somebody. So this is the first Deathwing. Anybody knows World of Warcraft, they know Deathwing. Now, I bought this model on a commercial basis so that I could replicate it and sell it. But this is just the size that the model came out, regular file, right? So someone I know is trying to do something really special for their husband who loves dragons. So I am taking this, and I've already done a couple of little teaser videos, some shorts, scaling it up 200%. So you see this guy. So we're going to set this down. Sorry if y'all can hear my kids there in the background. So let's start with, so here is the head scaled up 200%. Now I'm printing this on the Bambu Lab P1S at a 0.12 layer height. And I'm just using some, this is I think Creality. Creality, like PLA Plus, whatever. It is a roll that I had for a while and wanted to use it, and it was a full roll. You see how much I've got now. But so scaled it up 200%, 0.12 layer height, using organic tree supports, and it's coming out really immaculately detailed. The detail is fantastic. It's almost like the detail gets better the larger you make something. So this isn't supposed to be a shiny PLA, but I mean, it's got quite a sheen. But this is most likely going to be sent off to a professional model painter. That's kind of why I did it in the black, since Deathwing mostly is black. So starting off like that. So anyway, you can see the detail, and then see there's the 200% head compared to just the regular size of the model there. So and here's the body. So 200% body, same thing, same PLA plus, same 0.12 layer height, and like I said, the detail and print quality is just, I'm very, very happy. I am running into one problem, and it's probably going to bite me in the butt. So I've printed the body and the head over there, both on the P1S. But when I try to scale these wings up 200%, yeah, they won't even fit in the P1S. They're just too big. So I'm trying to print. I have another roll of the black filament coming, because I know what I'm probably going to have to do. I've cut this down to 50% speed because I just tried one, and I don't know where the pieces went, but anyway, one of the parts, one of the supports and stuff like that had failed. I don't know what I did with it, but anyway, and it was going to be this part right here, right there, sorry. And I thought it was just a support at first, but then I realized it was this portion of the wing, and I tried using super glue to reattach what I thought was the support, and then I realized it was starting to fill it in, which worked. It stabilized it, but I realized that it was filling it in with infill, so it was actually part of the model, not just the tree support. So I had to stop that one. Anyway, I'm printing this wing. This is the left wing, and I'm trying it at 173.5% scale, just to see how it fits in these spots where the wings go. See if there's a way it can be made to work. because if not, the only printer that I have big enough to print it would be the Neptune 4 Plus. And I'm not entirely sure that I can get the detail like this, even using, you know, dropping it down to 0.12. The most detailed thing I've printed on the Neptune 4 thus far is this Boba Fett Chibi. I think that's what it's called. And this is just at a 0.2 layer height, and I mean it's really good. The only parts that are bad is supports, just doesn't work as great. Cura, because I'm still using Cura because there's not a Neptune 4 Plus profile in Orca yet officially. Now Uncle Jesse and stuff has has a profile, but I don't really know how to import those properly into Orca since I'm still a noob at this. Anyway, so I'm going to print one wing with about as much filament as I got left at 173.5% just to see how far off it is to going in there, because the painter and the modeler who's going to finish this, they might be able to make that work. I don't know. So if not, then I'm going to have to try to print them on the Neptune 4 at a 0.12 layer height and see how it goes, see if I can get at least comparable detail. I mean, they're the wings, so like this whole thing was printed on the Bambu Lab, so I might be able to get away with some roughness on the wing, but see how tightly they fit there. And I'm afraid that when I try to do the 173 in the back here, it's just not gonna, it's gonna be too big of a gap, so it might not work. But let me see if I can hold this to, because I'm not gluing anything together, because when she mails this off to get painted and finished, it's going to be easier to mail it. You know, I can't glue all this together, and you'd have to have the chance of it getting damaged would be way too great. So I'm leaving it unassembled basically, but you can get an idea of what he looks like put together there. So anyway, just wanted to do a quick little video to show what I'm going on. I've got the final parts of the Boba Fett chibi over there going on right now here. I've got some filament right there to try to start the head of Stormbreaker, so I can finish that. I got ADD bad. I just keep, ooh, I want to try that. Ooh, I want to print that. Ooh, I want to print that. So haven't used my resin printer in a while, but it's still there. So, and I'm still doing the R1. I'm going to film the review here on this shortly. I had to take it down from the table because this guy, when it was finishing up the Boba Fett's, it was shaking so bad that it screwed this guy up. This little guy just could not take it, and it was shaking so bad it broke the filament runout sensor off of here. So I've got it jerry rigged on there with a screw glued in, because it broke this off. I got a screw glued in to the back here so it can still move and stuff. I've set it down on the Neptune 4 box, as you can see, and I'm printing an anatomically correct half or face of a skull on that in this Giant Arm silver silk PLA. This is the fourth time I've tried this because I kept having issues. I was originally printing it with this DO3D silk filament, and this kept tangling so damn bad, and it kept jamming the I might just try to re-spool that onto an empty spool once I get a spooler made. But that's kind of one of the several attempts. It was doing a good job, but what would happen is that would jam up, and I kept trying every way to keep it from jamming, but it would keep jamming up, and it would get tangled here, and then it would stay in the head, but it wasn't feeding because it was jammed up here, and the printer would just keep going thinking it was still printing, and it wasn't, and it'd be like, all right, I'm finished. Like, yeah, you're not, because you didn't finish printing. But anyway, trying this giant arm right now, and I even had an issue with this when this was up on the table next to the Neptune 4. Like I said, this guy shook this one so bad that it knocked this. It actually knocked the spool loose, and I had a large amount that came unspooled, so I was, spooling it back on there, but I made sure to keep it from getting tangled. So right now it's feeding fine, and we're just gonna go with it and see. But anyway, Neptune 4, after some initial software issue, the Neptune 4 Plus, after some, like you can see what I'm printing there, right hand, left hand, backpack, and cape. That's going to finish this guy off. The backpack goes there, cape goes up there, and right and left hand. And then there's a stand that you print for this guy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to filler primer this to kind of fill in some of these gaps. I got that gap right there better by sanding, but I just don't feel like sanding, so I'm going to use some filler primer, and then I'm probably going to chrome the whole thing, just paint it chrome. Anyway, so that's what's going on. We got parts to the Boba Fett chibi on there. We got 173.5% left wing for Deathwing over here. Got the It Cat sitting there waiting to be finished. Got Stormbreaker handle waiting to be finished. That's waiting to be finished. That's waiting to be finished. And this is all kinds of stuff that I've been printing with the R1. I printed this Doom mask, but I had a really bad layer shift right there, and I think that was caused by a partial tangle on that DO3D roll again. Other than that, it didn't come out too bad. Let's see. Yeah, but it looks doesn't look bad. Anyway, then everything else I've been printing in there, and it even caused an issue with this ornament, which came out really good, except for right there, and I think it was getting tangled up again and pulling on the filament. We had some issues. It's still solid though, and it finished. I've got all kinds of other stuff in there, including this bucket that printed on the R1. Printed the Cobra on the Plus. This little Cobra, and it came out pretty good. So anyway, that's what's going on. Stay tuned. Don't get a whole lot of views on my videos. That's why I'm mainly doing shorts, because they get viewed a lot. A lot of people aren't watching my actual videos. So hopefully that'll change. I'd really like to start engaging with y'all more, and build my channel and continue to explore this 3D printing world. So y'all stay with me. Those that have subscribed and those that watch, I really appreciate it. So we got a lot more to come. All right, hang in there. Thank y'all.